Well, today is a fabulous opportunity for emergency management officials and all of our partners in emergency management to network with each other. So people will leave here having talked with people from across disciplines, across jurisdictions, from different agencies, different communities. Networking itself is important in our business because emergency management is all about bringing people together to plan for disasters, respond to disasters, recover from disasters. And then we have great content today. People are being exposed to best practices and lessons learned and new ideas across all of our mission areas: planning, preparedness, mitigation, response, and recovery.
Thank you all for being here. It's tremendous to stand here and see a full room of 500 plus people from all disciplines, public sector and private sector, all committed to emergency management and building a safer tomorrow. Several weeks ago, and about 2 weeks after the marathon bombings, I was asked to participate in a conference call with emergency management officials from the state of South Carolina. They called asking to talk about some lessons learned in the planning for the marathon and the response to the bombings on April 15th. And during our call, they told us that in South Carolina, they've gone a decade without a presidential disaster declaration. Wow. So it tells me a couple things. I'm living in the wrong state, and I'm certainly working in the wrong state. In contrast to South Carolina, since 2005, we've had some 15 presidential disaster declarations in Massachusetts. We've seen floods, ice storms, blizzards, tornadoes, hurricanes, and we've seen, in the technological or the man-made world, the MWRA water main failure in 2010, and then most recently, the terrorist attacks, I believe making us only the second state to have received a presidential declaration for a terrorist incident. So we certainly have experience, but our experience, both in real-world disaster response and recovery, and in the number of exercises, the training programs and exercises we do across the state, certainly has enhanced and improved our overall capacity to respond and to recover.
Well, every disaster teaches us something. We always do after-action reviews. We look at what worked, what didn't work. This past year, in the past 12 months, we've responded to Hurricane Sandy. We've gone through two major blizzards and coastal storms. We've gone through a terrorist attack in Boston and perhaps the nation's largest manhunt in Watertown. There are a lot of lessons to be learned. We've done some new bold things. In the February blizzard, we imposed a statewide driving ban. It's something we had never done in advance of a snowstorm, and perhaps it's never been done in the country. And the terrorist attacks, we asked 1 million people to stay indoors, and we shut down the transit system. Those are bold moves. We learned a lot from doing them, and we will continue to learn as we study what worked and what didn't work.